Terry Bissett, National Sales Manager for Tama Drums. I'd like to show you the new products for 2012. Let's go, Andy.
All right. Where should we start, Terry?
Okay. Let's start with the new Sound Lab Project Snare Drum Series. Basically, we wanted to come up with some new snare drums that were not only great sounding but affordable, and affordable doesn't necessarily mean cheap, but we wanted to make them attractive to the average consumer. Not everyone has tons of money to spend on super high-end drums. So we're coming out with 4 metal shells and 4 wood shells.
Okay.
Each drum has a very distinctive set of parts and shell materials, and each drum has a particular sound, and we think that might even lead some drums to cater to particular musical styles. So one of the drums I'll show you on the end is the black brass drum, and this drum has Star Classic lugs.
Okay. And
it's a solid brass shell. It's very thick. It has a 42-strand snare wire on the bottom.
Oh, that's beefy, yeah.
Yeah. It's quite heavy. And this drum has a great sound. Really sensitive.
Nice.
But it's also got quite a rim shot. We're suggesting that this is a great drum for heavy metal, rock, hard rock, even progressive stuff where you play a lot of notes. I mean, it's a great, meaty, fat, cracking snare drum.
Very nice.
The next drum is very much reminiscent of, I call it kind of like a vintage traditional sound. It's aluminum. This drum,
aluminum,
is really super crisp.
Yeah.
Great snare response. Just a little dry. Yes.
Yeah.
It features brass tube lugs and what we call our new sound arc hoop. It's a hoop that curves inward at the top.
Ah, nice.
Very much like the Starphonic hoop, except this one has ears and holes for tension rods. And really, really crisp.
That hoop's a little kinder on the sticks.
Yeah. And your hands.
Yeah.
This drum in the studio was really super sensitive. It worked great for brushes, great for jazz. The articulation is really suited to fusion where you're doing like lots of snare licks. So it's a very, very clean, precise drum. This drum is sonic steel. It's a 6.5 by 13. We think it's a great drum.
That really cuts. Yeah.
It's got a lot of crack.
Yeah.
It's got a great cross stick. We even did a reggae tune in the studio. And I mean, it's really sharp.
Yeah. Now, what's up with the finish? It almost looks spun or something.
That's a brushed nickel. I mean, excuse me, black nickel. That's a black nickel finish.
Okay, that's pretty. Yeah. Okay.
This drum is what we call vintage steel. Very reminiscent of a 70s drum. It's warm, articulate.
Yeah, it's kind of fat.
Yeah. Tube lugs, sound arc hoop, regular wires on the bottom. This is a G Maple, which is an extra thick shell.
Let's take a look, yeah. Wow. How many places are there?
13.
That's pretty chunky.
Yeah. This is the only drum that features a die-cast hoop.
Okay.
2 lugs, and it cracks.
Yeah.
But it's also got some great articulation.
Okay, now you're showing off.
Yeah, baby! This is G Bubinga. This drum
That's pretty.
is an extra thick Bubinga.
Yeah.
12 ply. Pretty face. Nice quilted mocha finish. This drum we felt was the best all-around drum. I mean, this drum, you can play R&B, you can play country, you can play pop. I mean, ballads. I mean, it's got.
Yeah.
You bury the stick in.
Yeah.
Or if you snap it, open if you want it to be, but warm if you want it to be. The next drum, power maple. Slightly thicker maple, not really thick, but slightly thicker maple than a standard maple shell. And this features a 42 strand snapping there. And this drum is another loud drum if you want it to be. It's got a nice crack to it. All of them are very sensitive. Certain wetness is added by the 42 strands. Sound arc hoops, glass tube lugs again.
Now, what's up with the finish on that? What do we?
That's just your standard maple burl out of with a stain.
Oh, okay, yeah. Very pretty.
Thank you.
Okay.
This is classic maple. Just warm, rich, familiar, traditional sound. Sound arc hoop, tube lugs again.
Cool.
So that's what the Soundland project's all about. Very pointed towards certain musical styles, certain sound characters. Each drum has its own little voice.